Well, students, we continue some more theorems on definite integrations. This is class number 32. Now we have problem number 6. Problem number 6 or theorem number 6 on definite integrals. Show that integration a to b f of x dx equal to integration a to c f of x dx plus integration c to b f of x dx. And there is a condition where a less than c less than b means c is in between a and b. So write this theorem proof. Here we shall take right hand side. We apply definition of definite integrals and we simplify to get left hand side. We start from definition of definite integrals. By definition, what we have integration alpha to beta f of x dx equal to capital F of beta minus capital F of alpha. Means answer of integration at upper limit minus answer of integration at lower limit. Keeping this fact in mind, we shall now take right hand side. Consider right hand side of the theorem. Right hand side of the theorem is integration a to c f of x dx plus integration c to b f of x dx. Let us use the definition what we stated above. So this one become f of c minus f of a. Next one become capital F of b minus f of c. Since you write using 1. In the first one, beta means c, alpha means a. Second one, beta means b, alpha means c. F of c minus f of c will cancel out. That is equal to left is minus f of a plus f of b. Or it is equally same as f of b minus f of a. And what is f of b minus f of a? Nothing but our definition of definite integration a to b f of x dx. That is equal to exactly integration a to b f of x dx. And that is equal to right hand side. To observe this theorem mechanism, we have interval a to b, but in right hand side we got two intervals. One interval a to c, another interval c to b. So this theorem says that in a definite integral, whenever required, we can break the interval of integration into two intervals. One interval a to c, another interval c to b. So it is also called as the name interval breaking or interval decomposition property of definite integrals, because we can break the interval into two parts, one part A to C, another part C to B. And this kind of property is very much useful for the questions involving like modulus. Suppose you want to evaluate integration A to B modulus of f of x dx. For this kind of problems, we need to apply exclusively problem number 6. Before we start problems on problem number 6, you add some important points on this problem. So write important point. First point. Above property of definite integrals. Above property of definite integrals is usually called as. Above property of definite integrals is usually called as interval. Breaking means splitting or decomposing. Interval breaking or decomposition or decomposing. Interval breaking or interval decomposing property of definite integrals. Second one. This property can be extended for any number of intervals. 3 intervals, 4 intervals, 5 intervals, 10 intervals, depending on the requirement of problem. Alright. Above property can be extended as. Above property can be extended as integration a to b f of x dx equal to integration a to c1 f of x dx plus integration c1 to c2 f of x dx and so on. Lastly, say integration cn to b f of x dx. Provided c1, c2, c3, cn, they must be in between a and b, where a less than c1, less than c2, less than c3, less than so on, less than cn, less than b. As good as c1, c2, c3, c4, cn, they lie well within a. That's the meaning. Third point to write. Third point is definition of modulus of function from PUC first year. What you know already. Once again we are revising it. Recall first year PUC topic there was named as functions. In that you studied modulus function, signum function, greatest integer function, etc. So that is we are now mentioning. Third one, modulus function. Modulus of x always defined by two values. One value plus x, another value minus x. Plus x if x is positive or equal to 0, minus x if x is negative. This is definition of modulus function. Modulus function. Now see for example how this property we are going to implement in the coming exam problems. So write for example integration 0 to 10 f of x dx can be written as interval 0 to 10, you can split into any number of parts, 2 parts, 3 parts, 5 parts, depending on requirement. And I am splitting into 2 parts. One part 0 to 4 plus another part will be 4 to 10. 0 to 4 f of x dx plus 4 to 10 f of x dx. Similarly, we write another example. Integration minus 2 to 5 y dx can be split. We can split into 4 integrals, 5 integrals, 6, 7, 8, but depending on requirement. One integral minus 2 to minus 1, another integral minus 1 to plus 2, another integral 2 to 5. Y dx, y dx, y dx. The right problems on property number 6. We have just few examples, but this property applied exclusively in the problems containing of modulus of a function. Sixth property useful for the problems involving modulus of a function representation. So, right, first problem using property number 6. And property number 6 says that you can break the interval into 2 parts, 3 parts depending on the requirement. First problem, find integration minus 1 to plus 1 mod x dx. Solution. Take I equal. Let I equal to integration minus 1 to plus 1 modulus of x dx. If it were normal x, you can write integration of x is x square by 2, but it is modulus. We apply definition of modulus. What definition says? Modulus of alpha equal to plus alpha minus alpha. Plus alpha if alpha is positive, minus alpha if alpha is negative. That is. Now we have to break the interval. One interval minus 1 to 0, another interval 0 to 1 by property number 6. Integration minus 1 to 0 modulus of x dx plus integration 0 to 1 modulus of x dx. Here what is the interval? Minus 1 to 0. In this interval x is negative, whereas in this interval x is positive. Because here numbers start from 0 up to 1, but here numbers start from minus 1 to 0. This include negative values, this include positive values. We are using definition of modulus, mod alpha equal to minus alpha. Now mod x equal to how much? Minus x. Integration minus 1 to 0 minus x dx plus integration 0 to 1 x dx. Final minus. What is integration of x? X square by 2 limits minus 1 to 0 plus similarly what is integration of x? X square by 2 limits 0 to 1. Minus 1 by 2 into. Put upper limit x equal to 0, 0 square 0, lower limit x equal to minus 1, minus 1 square plus 1 by 2 into. Put upper limit x equal to 1 square, lower limit 0, 0 square. Minus 1 by 2 into bracket 0 minus 1 square is plus 1 into minus is minus 1 plus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 0. So which is minus into minus plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 1. If the same question given like integration minus 1 plus 1 x dx, all these steps were not required because this is a free function, not under restrictions of modulus. Because of under restrictions of modulus, we taken all these steps. Next problem, find or evaluate. Find or evaluate integration 0 to 2 modulus of x minus 1 dx. Take I. Let I equal to integration 0 to 2 modulus of x minus 1 dx. But directly you cannot integrate. We have to analyze modulus correctly using definition of modulus of function. Means you have to analyze when x minus 1 is positive, when x minus 1 is negative. It's very simple to tell. If x is less than 1 minus 1 become minus. If x is greater than 1 minus 1 becomes positive. That means for x less than 1, x minus 1 is negative. For x greater than 1, x minus 1 is positive. So we should add it. Since x minus 1 is less than 0, means negative. If x less than 1. For example, if x is 0.2, 0.2 minus 1 is minus 0.8, which is minus. Therefore, modulus of x minus 1 will be equal to minus of x minus 1. That is by definition of modulus. Next, x minus 1 is positive whenever x is greater than 1, because more than 1 minus 1 will become absolutely positive. Say for instance, if x is 1.4 minus 1 is 0.4, which is positive. Therefore, modulus of x minus 1 will be equal to plus x minus 1. This is why well-known definition of modulus of function now I changes. Therefore now I becomes or I changes. One interval 0 to 1 plus another interval 1 to 2. Because 0 to 1 become less than 1, 1 to 2 become more than 1. Mod x minus 1 plus mod x minus 1. So here x less than 1, whereas here x greater than 1. That is integration 0 to 1. So for x less than 1, how much mod of x minus 1? Minus of x minus 1. For x greater than 1, how much mod of x minus 1? Plus x minus 1. Now I equal to 5. Integrate. Just like integration of x. What is integration of x? X square by 2. Similarly, integration of x minus 1 is x minus 1 whole square by 2. Limits 0 to 1. Plus integration of x minus 1 is x minus 1 whole square by 2. Limits 1 to 2. Minus 1 by 2. Put x equal to upper limit 1. 1 minus 1 square. Put lower limit x equal to 0. 0 minus 1 square. Plus 1 by 2 into. Put x equal to 2. 2 minus 1 whole square. Put x equal to 1. 1 minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 by 2 into 1 minus 1, 0. 0 square, 0. 0 minus 1, minus 1 square. Plus 1 by 2 into 2 minus 1, 1 square. 1 minus 1, 0. That is equal to minus 1 by 2 into minus 1 square is plus 1 into minus is minus 1 plus 1 by 2 into 1 square is 1. Total 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is again 1. That is the final answer. Next problem. Find or evaluate. Integration 0 to pi modulus of cos x. Take I. First step, begin from 1. Now recall trigonometry. Since cos x is positive, if x belongs to first quadrant. And what is first quadrant limitations? 0 to pi by 2. That is, x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. And under this range, means under this case, what is mod of cos x? Therefore, mod of cos x will be plus cos x. Because mod alpha is plus alpha whenever alpha is positive. Then alpha means cos x. Next, similarly, cos x is negative. Cos x negative, which quadrant? Second quadrant. When x belongs to second quadrant. Or that is, x belongs to which quadrant now? The second is pi by 2 to pi. And in this case, mod cos x will be equal to minus of cos x. You can underline this too. So now I changed. Therefore, I becomes our changed. I becomes one interval 0 to pi by 2 plus another interval pi by 2 to pi. In the interval 0 to pi by 2, what is mod of cos x? Cos x. Whereas in the interval pi by 2 to pi, mod of cos x is minus cos x. Finally, we take out integration. What is integration of cos x? Sin x. But limits 0 to pi by 2 minus, because there is a minus. Again cos x. What is integration of cos x? Sin x. But this time, limits are pi by 2 to pi. Put upper limit x equal to pi by 2 becomes sin pi by 2. For lower limit sin 0. Put x equal to pi sin pi. Put x equal to pi by 2 sin pi by 2. Finally, sin pi by 2, 1, sin 0, 0, sin pi, 0, sin pi by 2, 1, 1, minus of minus plus 1, that is equal to 2. Next question. Find or evaluate. Evaluate, or it may be given as find. Evaluate integration 0 to 2 pi mod of sin x dx. Take I. Let I equal to integration 0 to 2 pi modulus of sin x dx. Curve 1. Because of restriction of modulus, directly can't integrate. If it were only sin x, you can do. What is integration of sin x minus cos x? But now it's not possible because it is under restriction of modulus. Now that modulus restriction must be clear. It can be clear through this definition. When you want to use the definition, you have to analyze when sin x is positive, when sin x is negative. We know that sin x is positive in first and second quadrant, negative in third and fourth quadrant. You write since sin x positive when x belongs to first and second quadrant, means 0 to pi. When x belongs to first and second quadrant. That is, x belongs to interval 0 to pi. 0 to pi is connected with first and second quadrant. So under this range of x, mod sin x will be equal to how much? Plus sin x. Because mod alpha is positive, whenever alpha is positive, since sin x is positive, therefore mod sin x will be also plus sin x. Next, also sin x will be negative when x belongs to third and fourth quadrant. So now that means x belongs to which interval? Pi to 2 pi. And now mod sin x will be minus of sin x. With all these results, our integration I changed. Therefore, now one changes to I equal. We have to break the interval, first interval 0 to pi plus second interval pi to 2 pi. In the interval 0 to pi, what is mod sin x? Sin x. Whereas in the interval pi to 2 pi, mod sin x is minus of sin x. Lastly, integration. What is integration of sin x? Minus cos x, limits 0 to pi, minus of integration of sin x is minus cos x, minus into minus will become plus cos x, limits pi to 2 pi. Minus at upper limit x equal to pi become cos pi, at lower limit x equal to 0 become cos 0. At upper limit x equal to 2 pi becomes cos 2 pi, at lower limit become cos pi. I equal to minus 1. Cos pi value minus 1, cos 0 value is 1, cos 2 pi value is 1, cos pi value is minus 1 from trigonometry. That is minus of minus 2, 1 plus 1, because here minus into minus will becomes plus, that is plus 2, that is equal to 4. Like this properties apply exclusively in case of modulus containing problem, or at the most greatest integer function containing problem. One more we solve under this type. Evaluate integration 0 to 2 modulus of 1 minus x square dx. Take I. In the interval 0 to 1 means x less than 1, less than 1 square is less than 1, 1 minus less than 1 is positive. Since 1 minus x square is positive, if x belongs to interval 0 to 1, means x less than 1. Therefore, modulus of 1 minus x square will be equal to 1 minus x square. Next, same 1 minus x square will be negative. If x is more than 1, Because more than 1 square is more than 1. For example, 1.2 square become 1.44. 1 minus 1.44 is minus. So 1 minus x square negative if x belong to interval 1 to 2. That means in this case, mod 1 minus x square equal to minus 1 minus x square. With all these relevant steps, our integration time changes. Now, I change steps. So I told you to break interval 1 interval 0 to 1 plus another interval 1 to 2. In the interval 0 to 1, how much mod of 1 minus x square? 1 minus x square. In the interval 1 to 2, mod of 1 minus x square is minus of 1 minus x square. We have to integrate every term. First term, integration of 1 x limits 0 to 1, integration of x square x cube by 3 limits to 0 to 1. Here minus into plus is minus, integration of 1 x limits 1 to 2, integration of x square is x cube by 3 limits 1 to 2. At upper limit x is 1, at lower limit x is 0, minus 1 by 3 into x is 1, 1 cube 1, 0 cube 0, minus 2, minus 1, minus 1 by 3 into 2 cube 8, minus 1 cube 1, 1, minus 1 by 3, minus 2 minus 1, 1, 8 minus 1, 7 by 3. Actually this is plus 1 minus 1 cancel, minus of minus plus 7 by 3. 7 by 3 minus 1 by 3 means it is 7 minus 1, 6 by 3, that is equal to 2. So these two questions you try yourself using property 6. Next class we have property number 7, lastly property number 8, another 3 or 4 periods. Integration topic will complete. Find these involved. Evaluate integration 0 to 8, mod of x minus 5 dx. How you have to break 0 to 5 plus 5 to 8. In the interval 0 to 5, x minus 5 negative, use that model's property. When x greater than 5, x minus 5 become positive, use that property. Another one, evaluate integration. Evaluate integration 0 to 2, mod of x minus 4 dx. Here I give the hint. If x is less than 1, maybe 0 to 1, 1 to 2 will become negative. Here you get only one integration, that is 0 to 2 minus of x minus 4, that's all. No need of breaking, don't break, because whenever x is less than 4, x minus 4 become negative. That's only one integration we do. So tomorrow we shall meet, the next class we shall meet for the problem number